You know what's funny? Most people think wealthy people are easy to spot. They imagine designer clothes, exotic cars, loud lifestyles, somebody posting first-class flights every other week, with captions about grinding. But in real life, some of the wealthiest people you will ever meet look completely normal, and once you notice the signs, you start realizing something uncomfortable. The people trying hardest to look rich are usually not the rich ones, because real wealth moves differently. Let me show you 6 signs someone is quietly wealthy, even if they never say it out loud. Sign number 1, they never talk about money. Have you noticed this? The people constantly mentioning prices, talking about how expensive something was, making sure everyone knows what they bought, usually aren't the truly wealthy ones. Quietly wealthy. People don't feel the need to perform financially. They don't need validation from strangers. They don't need people impressed to them. Money stopped being emotional a long time ago. It's just a tool. And nobody walks around bragging about owning a hammer. Sign number 2, status symbols don't impress them anymore. You show them a luxury car, they are like, cool. You mention a designer brand, barely a reaction, not because they hate luxury, but because they have already experienced it. They already learned the truth. Most people haven't discovered yet. The excitement from flashy purchases fades fast. That dream car, after a few weeks, just becomes the car. That expensive watch, eventually, it just tells time. So instead of chasing things that look expensive, they start investing in things that actually grow. Assets, businesses, skills, freedom. That's a completely different mindset. Sign number 3, they ask scary good questions. This one is subtle. Quietly wealthy. People are usually not the loudest person in the room. They're listening, observing, and then suddenly they ask one question that completely changes the conversation. Question nobody else thought to ask. Because people who have made real decisions, handled pressure, built things, lost money and made it back start thinking differently. They don't talk just to sound smart. They talk to understand, and honestly, that kind of intelligence hits different. Sign number 4, their simple things are secretly expensive. This is the sign most people completely miss. You'll see someone wearing a plain black shirt, regular trousers, simple shoes. Nothing flashy, but then you look closer. The shoes are handmade leather, and they have lasted 12 years. The watch is vintage. The jacket fits perfectly because it was tailored. Quiet world loves quality. Not logos, not attention, not trends, just things built well enough to last. Because wealthy people eventually realize buying cheap things repeatedly is actually more expensive. Sign number 5, they protect their time like crazy. This one changed how I see successful people. Quietly, wealthy people are obsessed with protecting their time, not because they're lazy, because they understand something most people don't. You can always make money. You cannot make more time. So they say no a lot, they avoid unnecessary drama. They pay for convenience. They delegate small tasks without guilt. Why? Because they know their focus is valuable. Meanwhile, most people are spending hours trying to save tiny amounts of money while wasting the one thing they can never get back. And sign number 6, they give quietly. Honestly, this might be the biggest sign of all. Truly wealthy people are often extremely generous, but you rarely hear about it. No camera, no announcement, no "look what I did" post online. They help because they can. And I think that's when world becomes real. Not when you can buy expensive things, but when helping people no longer feels like a sacrifice. Because when someone no longer needs credit for being generous, that's security, that's confidence, that's abundance. So here's the truth. Real wealth is quiet. It doesn't beg for attention. It doesn't need applause. It doesn't care who notices. While everybody else is busy trying to look successful, quietly wealthy people are busy building lives. They don't need to show off, and honestly, once you see the difference, you can never unsee it again. For more financial tips, please do well to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.